Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths and Matrix. In this video, I am discussing the last 10 questions of the paper NDA 1 2018 Mathematics. Okay, let us begin with the session. Question number 111. In a test in mathematics, 20% of the students obtained first class and the data being represented by a pie chart. What is the central angle corresponding to first class? They asked. So basically, the pie chart is like a diagram where to represent you take a help of a circle, right? You know that the complete angle in a circle is 360 degree, isn't it so? So you have to here consider the angle corresponding to this first class, and for this first class, what is the percentage of the students mentioned? 20%. So you have to find out the angle at this center O of this pie chart such that this angle should represent 20% of the total angle. What is the total angle? 360 degrees. So the corresponding angles, therefore the corresponding angle would be equal to 20%, that is 20% part of the total, that is 360 degrees. So then it would be 20% means 20 by 100, which is 1 by 5. So 360 you divide it by 5, which is 5 sevens are 35 and 5 twos are 72 degrees. So hence the right answer is option C. Coming on to the next question. It is given that the mean and the standard deviation of a set of values are 5 and 2 respectively. Mean mu of the data is 5 and the sigma is 2. Standard deviation is given to us. Now they say 5 is being added to each value of the data. Then what is the coefficient of variation for the new set of values? See, for the new set of values, they have here mentioned that the number 5 is being added to each value. Now when you add 5 to each value, the mean get change, because adding 5 to each value means you are changing the origin. When you do the change in origin for the data values, the mean will be affected by the same number. So the new mean, now coefficient of variation formula, it is sigma divided by mu into 100. Here mu will be the mu dash for the new set of values. Alright. So this is equal to then 2 by 10 into 100. This is 2 5s and this 5 2 and 0. So 20. So corresponding coefficient of variation for the new set of values is the option B, that is 20. Alright. Coming on to the next question now. It is given that a train covers the first 5 kilometers of its journey, let us say D1, 5 kilometers with the speed of 30 kilometers per hour. So if the speed S1 is 30 kilometers per hour, time T1 will be distance divided by speed. So it will be 5 by 30, that is equals to 1 by 6 hours. Okay. Similarly, the D2 distance is given 15 kilometers and that time S2 is 45 kilometer per hour. Accordingly, the time T2 you will get 15 divided by 45. So it's 1 by 3 hours. So now we can see that the total distance we have in hand is 5 plus 15 kilometers. So total 20 kilometers and the total time is T1 plus T2, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3, which will be, 3 by, because it's 1 by 6 plus 2 by 6, that is 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2 r. And the formula of average speed of the train. What is the average speed of the train formula? You have to add the distances divided by total time, T1 plus T2. So here, accordingly, the answer would be 20 kilometers total distance divided by time, 1 by 2 hours. So this is going to give you 40 kilometer per hour, because this is average speed formula. This is the average speed formula. Alright. So we have got 40 kilometer per hour, which is given in option D. So that is the answer. Coming on to the next question, 114. Here they given that the two fair dice are rolled. When two fair dice are rolled, the number of sample points are 36. 6 into 6, 36. They asked you the probability that you get the sum 7. So let us say E denotes the sum is 7. So what are the outcomes in E to get the sum 7 when you throw or roll two fair dice? So you know that in the first row, the maximum sum 1, 6 will be the sum 7. So 1, 6 is coming. So yes, 6, 1 would come. Then in the second row, 2, 5 going to give you the addition 7. So the next 5, 2 is also in. And then 3, 4 going to give you the pair 4, 3. Isn't it so? So you have covered all of them, you see. 3 in the first, 3 in the next. So total 6 out of the total 36. So probability of this event is by formula, empirical formula, n of e by n of s, that is 6 by 36 equals to 1 by 6. Answer option B. Alright, coming on to the next question, 115. This is the question based on, basics. Here you have given that the probability of A is less than probability of B. And the probability of any event lies between 0 to 1. Okay. So, now they given this is the relation P of A. 2 times P of A is equals to 3 times P of B. Okay, 2 times P of A is equals to 3 times P of B. Means if you assign this to be the common number K, you can see that P of A is generally K by 2 and P of B is what? It's K by 3. So we can clearly see that K by 2, the half part of K, and the K by 3 is a 1/3 of K. So P of B here is greater than P of A. Alright, now coming on to the required condition which has to be true about this particular events A and B. You see, they spoke about A by B in most of the options, which is related to A intersection B. So quickly let us write down the formula of probability of A by B, which is equals to probability of A intersection B upon P of B. Isn't it so? And probability of B by A would be probability of A intersection B upon P of A. So both of them having P of A intersection B. So we can equate it. So you can see that we have the relation between P of B and P of A. So if I apply that relation to these particular two equations, so you can see that P of A I am writing first. What would be the P of A value? P of A value would be P of A intersection B divided by P of B by A. This is less than P of B value, which is P of A intersection B upon P of A by B. Now P of A intersection B is a positive number. So when you divide both the side by that, the inequality will not be affected. Right? So you will get in this process P of A by B is less than P of B by A by cross multiplication. Now this is provided in how many options you see? P of A by B is less than P of B by A is it's only in the option A. So hence the right choice must be option A. Though you can also now discuss about this P of A intersection B. This value will be the greater than both of them. Because P of A by B generally comes by dividing A intersection B probability by P of B. So it will be less than P of A intersection B. So purely option A is the right choice. Hopefully you got it. Coming on to the next question, 116. They say there is a box which has got 10 chits numbered 0 to 9. First, one chit is drawn at random and kept aside. So when you try to draw one chit out of the 10 digit number chit, like there are 10 chits there. Each chit there is a number digit. There is a digit written on it. So n of s are totally like there are 10 chits. Alright. So you see that when you are drawing one chit, so basically you will do that like n of e1 would be like 10c1, which is 10. Only one chit out of the 10 chits you can draw. You have drawn that chit and kept it aside. Now what you are doing from the remaining chits? How many chits are remaining now? 9. So from the remaining chits you are drawing second chit. So definitely for the second chit there are 9 choices though, but you want what? Your second chit you want to be 9. For that you want the probability. So second chit you want to be 9 means that is only one chit, so you have to get it from 1c1, that is 1. Alright. So, but you have here the number of S, 2 chits you are drawing. So, you can't write only 10. So, number of S will become 10 into 9 because for first chit, 10 chits are available to pick it from. But for the second chits, 9 chits are available to pick it from. So, 10 into 9. That's why the probability of E2, you will get it by 1 upon 10 into 9. That is 1 upon 90. That's the option C. Alright, coming on to the next question. One bag has got there is info 3 white and 2 black balls. There is a bag 1 with 3 white and 2 black, and there is a bag 2 with 5 white and 3 black. They say a bag is chosen. When you try to choose a bag, each bag has got a chances to choose from, like 50% chances, 1 by 2 each. Agree? So probability of bag 1 and bag 2 each half. Okay, now they say you have drawn a bag and then you have drawn a ball. You have to find out the chances that it is a white. Now you are drawing one ball and you want that ball to be white. Now you know the white balls are present in bag 1 as well as bag 2. So means the white ball you can draw it either from the bag 1 or from the bag 2. So when you say try to draw from the bag 1, you have to choose the bag and try to draw the ball out of it. So when you choose the bag, the probability is P of B1 into probability of white ball from P of B1 plus similarly probability of second bag. You will choose second bag and choose a white ball from it. You know, this concept is called concept of total probability. Okay, so P of B1, you know it is half into W by B1 means how many white in a B1? 3 out of 5, so 3 by 5 plus P of B2 half into W by B2 means 5 out of 8. So you can see, try to simplify this. You can see the simplification part of it. I am doing it here. So 3 by 10 plus 5 by, you have 2 8 is 16. So 48 plus 50 by 10 into 60, 10 into 16, that is 160. 48 plus 50 going to give you 98 upon 160. You try to reduce this number. So you get 2429, right? 2 4 is 29 and then 280. So 49 by 80, that's in option number P. Hopefully you got it. Coming on to the next question, 118. In this, again concept based question, they say that there are 3 particular statements about the 2 events A and B. Do you know probability of A occurs but not B? How do you write mathematically that? Probability of A but not B is this statement, and this is equals to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B. But what they say that it is equals to P of A minus P of B. When they say this, when B is subset of A. Well, it is right, because when B is a subset of A, what happens to probability of A intersection B? When B is a subset of A intersection B is B only. So that's why this you remove, this part of the statement which you know already, you remove and make it P of B. So that makes the statement 1 true. Alright, coming on to statement 2, they say probability of A alone or B alone. So probability of A alone means A intersection B dash plus probability of B alone means B intersection A dash. So you have to take these all possible chances. So in this you will get this formula here 2 times, because probability of A intersection B dash is probability of B A minus probability of A intersection B. And here you will get probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So accordingly the formula should have there 2, which is not. So that's why this statement is absolutely wrong. This statement is wrong. What about third statement? Very much basic. Probability of A union B is probability A plus probability B whenever you know A and B are mutually exclusive. Whenever A and B are mutually exclusive, probability of their intersection would be 0. Because their intersection is a null set, so probability of A intersection B will be 0. That's why the formula of A union B, you know probability of A union B formula, probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. In this, the probability of A intersection B is 0. That's why hence the statement number 3 becomes absolutely true. Hence 1 and 3 are right options. That is, the option B is the right choice for you. Coming on to the next question. There is a committee to be made out of 4 men and 4 women. Committee of 3 you have to form out of 4 men and 5 women. So if the selection is made at random, what is the probability that exactly 2 members are made? So you want exactly 2 members to be made. So exactly 2 men means you have to choose 2 men out of 4C2. But you are choosing 3 persons to make a committee. So still 1 person is left, or you have to choose it from women, mandatory, because you want exactly 2. So that can be done in 5C1. So this is the favorable chances Out of total chances, how many members? 9 out of 3 we are choosing. So this is the probability of the event they made. That is the probability of exactly 2 men to be in the committee. Okay, so if you solve this now, what do you get the answer? 4C2 would be 4 into 3 by 2 into 1 into 5C1 is 5, and this 9C3, how do you write? This denominator 3 into 2 into 1 would come in the numerator upon 9 into 8 into 7 in the denominator. So if you solve this in your way also, check, you'll get this. So simplifying this 4 1 4 2, so this 2 will cancel. That's it. So what do we have? 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45 divided by 2 9s are 2 7s are 14, 14 9s are you have there. Okay, so do we have any chance? Yeah, we have a simplification chance. Let us do it rather than multiplying. So we can see that we can reduce this number 3 1 3 3 and this 3 get cancelled. So you have only 5 remain in the numerator and 2 7s are 14 in the denominator. Hence the answer option A for this. Now the last question of this session, and this is purely based on the formula. You must remember this formula, the SD formula, especially for first n natural numbers. Very useful formula. You must have studied it when you are studying about the statistics. Okay, set of formulae from statistics you must remember. Whenever you are trying to find out the standard deviation of the first n natural numbers, using the standard formulas of series, you get this formula to be root over n square minus 1 upon 12. So it's a formula based question. I am not deriving this formula for you. I am leaving it after you. What do? You use this particular standard deviation formula, root over 1 by n times, summation x square minus summation x upon n the whole square. This is SD formula. If you apply this formula, and while simplifying you have to use the sum of the natural numbers formula. Okay, sum of the squares of natural number formula. When you do the simplification, ultimately you are going to get this formula. So instead of doing this process, such a long process in exam, better to remember this formula for n natural number, first n natural number, because this is a formula generated for first n natural number. Suppose if you want to find the sigma for first 10 natural numbers, then directly you have to just substitute n as 10 and get the answer. So this is the most preferable one. Remember the formula. Hopefully solutions are clear to you. Please stay tuned to my channel. I'll be keep coming with the previous year's questions solved for you for NDA written examination.